Hey, storyteller or friend of storytellers. Whether you're looking for a last minute gift for the writer in your life or taking advantage of year end sales to give yourself a treat, books on the writing craft are an excellent option. As an editor and writing coach, I get lots of requests for recommendations. So I thought this might be the perfect time of year to share some of the books that had the biggest impact on my writer's journey, both as I was just starting out and even more recently. Welcome to this week's writer coaching session. I'm Bridget from B Squared Writer Coaching, an author, editor, and your story coach, here to help you or the writer you love craft a story that's powerful, polished, and publishable. First, I have a gift for you just for visiting my channel. My free workshop, 6 Essential Elements of a Powerful Story. This 25-minute video workshop provides tips on how to ramp up the characters, plot, conflicts, setting, and theme of a story, plus how to write all that in a way that makes readers feel like they're living the story with the characters. If you clicked on this video just to find a writerly gift for someone else, still feel free to copy the link I'm about to share, and you could include it on a card or slip of paper along with whatever gift you do choose to give that person as a little extra bonus. Who knows, that might even win you points for going the extra mile. To access the workshop, just click the link in the description or visit b2writercoaching.com/workshop. That's the letter B, the number 2, writercoaching.com/workshop. And be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a special announcement. Please note, I'd like to keep this video brief so you can get back to shopping or holiday prep or writing. So I won't be giving a full review of each of the books I list here, just a general synopsis. You can find links for each book in the description. The first couple of books I'll introduce relate to setting the stage for the story. These two books help authors pull readers into the story from the very first page and design an immersive setting that keeps them there. Hooked, write fiction that grabs readers from page 1 and never lets go, by Les Edgerton. From the back cover, the road to rejection is paved with bad beginnings. Agents and editors agree. Improper story beginnings are the single biggest barrier to publication. Why? If a novel or short story has a bad beginning, then no one will keep reading. It's as simple as that. In Hooked, you will find detailed instructions on how to develop your inciting incident, keys for creating a cohesive story-worthy problem, tips on how to avoid common opening gaffes like overusing backstory, a rundown on basics such as opening scene length and transitions, a comprehensive analysis of more than 20 great opening lines from novels and short stories. Plus, you'll discover exclusive insider advice from agents and acquiring editors on what they look for in a strong opening. With Hooked, you'll have all the information you need to craft a compelling beginning that lays the foundation for an irresistible story. World Building from the Inside Out by Janine Ippolito. From the back cover, build a vibrant story culture that stands out and catches the hearts of your readers. Find the core of your science fiction or fantasy people and instill your narrative with universal themes and concepts derived from real-world cultures. Explore different religions and governments with concise entries that include plot ideas. Develop key aspects of your society without getting caught up in unnecessary details. Learn how the deeper effects of appearance and location can enhance your narrative. World Building from the Inside Out is a quick, effective culture-building primer that challenges you to go deep and build fantastical societies that bring your story to life. Note that there is a companion workbook available. The next two books on my list help authors create a compelling cast. Characters are the key to a reader's connection with a story. These two books help authors flesh out each character's role and contribution to the plot and write in a way that makes the reader experience the emotions with the characters. The Emotion Thesaurus by Angela Ackerman and Becca Puglisi. From the back cover, one of the biggest struggles for writers is how to convey emotion to readers in a unique and compelling way. When showing our characters' feelings, we often use the first idea that comes to mind, and they end up smiling, nodding, and frowning too much. If you need inspiration for creating characters' emotional responses that are personalized and evocative, this ultimate show-don't-tell guide for emotion can help. It includes body language cues, thoughts, and visceral responses for 130 emotions that cover a range of intensity from mild to severe, providing innumerable options for individualizing a character's reactions. A breakdown of the biggest emotion-related writing problems and how to overcome them. Advice on what should be done before drafting to make sure your character's emotions will be realistic and consistent. Instruction for how to show hidden feelings and emotional subtext through dialogue and nonverbal cues, and much more. The Emotion Thesaurus, in its easy-to-navigate list format, will inspire you to create stronger, fresher character expressions and engage readers from your first page to your last. For a complete review of the Emotion Thesaurus, check out this video linked above, and I'll also link it in the description. The Writer's Journey, Mythic Structure for Writers by Christopher Vogler. The Writer's Journey is a guide to the patterns of mythology that lie nestled in all narrative writing. Based upon the work of Joseph Campbell, it offers the reader a set of useful, myth-inspired storytelling paradigms and step-by-step guidelines to plot and character development. One of Hollywood's top studio heads made the rough draft of this book required reading for his entire executive staff. Jeff Arch, the screenwriter of Sleepless in Seattle, said, "This is the perfect manual for developing, pitching, and writing stories with universal human themes that will forever captivate a global audience." But this is by no means limited to screenwriting. It is an excellent resource for novel and memoir writers as well. Are you finding this helpful so far? If so, consider clicking the like button so YouTube will show this video to more writers and friends of writers like you. Scenes are the building blocks of story. These two books dive into not only the secrets for crafting sensational scenes, but also help authors perfect their plots and ramp up the conflict in their stories. Make a Scene, Writing a Powerful Story One Scene at a Time by Jordan Rosenfeld. Scenes are the DNA sequence that makes a novel unputdownable and unforgettable. When writers are able to craft effective, engaging scenes, they can develop a complete, cohesive story and a mesmerizing experience for readers. Make a Scene takes you step by step through the elements of strong scene construction and demonstrates how the essential aspects of a compelling story, including character, plot, and dramatic tension, function within the framework of individual scenes and give momentum to the whole narrative. You'll learn how to craft an opening scene that hooks readers and foreshadows conflict, develop various scene types, from contemplative to suspenseful to flashbacks, that are distinct and purposeful, establish characters' intentions within a scene that drive the plot, transition into new scenes by clearly establishing details of setting, character, and point of view, and create resonating climactic and final scenes that stay with readers long after they've finished your story. How to Write a Dynamite Scene Using the Snowflake Method by Randy Ingermanson. The secret to writing a dynamite novel is to first write a dynamite scene, because if you can write one terrific scene, you can write 100, and that's a novel. This short book will teach you the simple principles you can use right now to design a powerful scene before you write it. If you've already written your novel, you can use these same principles to make each scene better. You will learn the one thing your reader most desperately wants and why, how to decide which character should have the point of view, the two kinds of scenes designed to give your reader a powerful emotional experience and how to know which to use, 5 ways to test that your lead character's goal in each scene is perfect, how to end every scene so it leaves your reader wanting more, why dilemmas are good, and how you can know when they're ruining your scene, 4 ways to know that your character's decisions will drive your story forward, how to know when a scene is broken, and how to fix it. For my tips related to the principles shared in this book, check out the video linked above and in the description. Editing is a crucial step in the writing process. Often, a story doesn't truly come together until that point, but it can be daunting. Self-Editing for Fiction Writers, How to Edit Yourself into Print by Rennie Brown and Dave King. From the back cover, hundreds of books have been written on the art of writing. Here, at last, is a book by 2 professional editors to teach writers the techniques of the editing trade that turn promising manuscripts into published novels and short stories. Rennie Brown and Dave King teach you, the writer, how to apply the editing techniques they have developed to your own work. Chapters on dialogue, exposition, point of view, interior monologue, and other techniques take you through the same process an expert editor would go through to perfect your manuscript. Each point is illustrated with examples, many drawn from the hundreds of books Brown and King have edited. And when the editing or the writing process at any stage becomes tough, writers can use a bit of fun and a reminder of why we do what we do. Wired for Story, The Writer's Guide to Using Brain Science to Hook Readers from the Very First Sentence by Lisa Cron. This guide reveals how writers can utilize cognitive storytelling strategies to craft stories that ignite readers' brains and captivate them through each plot element. Imagine knowing what the brain craves from each tale it encounters, what fuels the success of any great story, and what keeps readers transfixed. Wired for Story reveals these cognitive secrets, and it's a game changer for anyone who has ever set pen to paper. Backed by recent breakthroughs in neuroscience, as well as examples from novel novels, screenplays, and short stories, Wired for Story offers a revolutionary look at story as the brain experiences it. Each chapter zeroes in on an aspect of the brain, its corresponding revelation about story, and the ways to apply it to your storytelling right now. Keep in mind, this is a fun read for writers at any stage of the process, whether they're just starting out or have published a number of novels. If you haven't done so already, be sure to grab your link to my free workshop, 6 Essential Elements of a Powerful Story. Remember, just click the link in the description or visit b2writercoaching.com/workshop. If you follow my channel on a regular basis, you may be wondering what kind of power-up I could possibly give you today. Well, there really isn't an action step in terms of writing that you can take based on the topic of this video, unless that is you want to check out one of the books I've listed. Instead, I have a little announcement. Starting in January of 2023, I'm going to be launching a brand new deep dive series on scene writing. I have at least 4 videos planned on that topic so far, and I'm excited to jump into it. I think it will really help you power up your story. Until then, however, I'm going to take a bit of a pause in releasing videos. Just for the next 2 weeks. I'm taking care of an injured family member and have a few editing projects I need to finish by the end of the year. Since this is a busy time for everyone, I hope you won't mind too much. But don't worry, I'll be back January 2nd with that first video in the new series. In the meantime, you can check out this video on how to keep writing when life gets in the way. I know, ironic, right? Have a wonderful Christmas, a blessed new year, and keep powering up your storytelling.